You are now listening to Talk is Cheap FM. Brought to you by Bet the Tuesday.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. Yo, welcome to another episode of Talk is Cheap. I'm your host, Baba Tuesday. I'm gonna continue this conversation with social media, and does it help or hurt a relationship? And I'm gonna try something different. This is the second episode. We're not in the studio. We are actually mobile. I'm trying out this new equipment, so if this shit fucks up, it's my bad. If it doesn't fuck up, then I know what I'm doing. So I'm actually gonna start taking in callers, right? So I got my first caller. He's gonna come on here. Hopefully I got this shit set up straight, and we're just gonna talk about social media and relationships. So let me make sure I got this situated, and let's see if he's still on hold. By the way, listen, the intro I'm happy about. I made that shit in like 30 minutes from my iPhone and my laptop. I didn't have to pay for it. So shit, fellas, if you out there and you're creative, or if you want to be creative, listen, there's so much accessible shit out there with information that you need. So just go out there and do it. You don't have to pay for shit all the time. But that's another whole subject. Let's see if we have that caller on the line. Hold up. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on? So,
Man,
we talked earlier about I guess what we're going to talk about with social media and relationships, and you said you wanted to put your 2 cents in. But before that, this is the time where you can basically shamelessly plug who you are and what you do. So, listen, you got the stage now, brother.
already, man. Well, my name is Jarvis Minton. I'm a photographer, videographer by trade. Also the CEO of Hard Knock Supplements. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy to go to. You know, been knowing Baba for a long time, man. And today we're going to talk about the real scoop on relationships and social media and how it goes down, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm over here just sipping on a little aminos before I hit the gym, but we're going to get this in real quick. You know what I mean? So if you hear me sipping,
Already.
you know, hey.
Already, bro.
You know, I'm just getting...
What flavor is it?
This is, I don't know. This is like passion fruit and like papaya or some shit. I don't know, man.
Okay, bet, man. That shit, I need to get up on some of that.
Shit tastes good. But all right, so anyways, let's talk about like dating, right? Dating and like social media. Like how is that affecting your life? Like what's your aspect on that? I want to pick your brain about this.
Man, I can personally say, you know, social media, it definitely took over, bro. And nothing's like it used to be back in the day when we were growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask me, I'm one of those guys, I'm like an Aaliyah lover. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of makeup, all natural. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you are sexy how you are. You know, you don't need to change who you are in order to be attractive to me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I like the natural face or just a little bit of makeup and things like that. But social media has completely changed the face of dating because it changed people's faces. Period, you know?
Yo. So do you think that like social media is making a lot of like narcissistic people, or?
Bro, absolutely, bro. Like, if you think about it, everybody's onto, like, we all know what a fad is, right? A fad is something that starts because it's popular and it dies out.
Yeah. So,
but social media has made things turn from fad to permanent changes. So you got people like fitness. Fitness is a lifestyle, but everybody's jumping onto it because of social media. Fitness gets you attention. Everybody knows that sells, and if you're fit, you're sexy. So everybody's jumping on the fit. And, you know, barely anybody wears normal clothes anymore, bro. Everybody's wearing workout clothes. You never see a female that's not wearing tights or yoga pants or something like that.
Yeah, for sure,
like,
for sure.
Everybody basically lives in workout clothes unless they're going out. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely, man, with dating, bro, it's all about, I feel like social media has made dating like an acceptance thing. Like, everybody is like, when they date someone, it's all about how they look with that person. Does that person do something that looks good on social media? Does that person look good with them? Do we take great selfies?
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
So I didn't mean to cut you off. So it's almost like an accessory. Like a relationship is like, bro. Damn, you know what? I talk to a lot of dudes about like females like treating dudes like, you know, like we're just like a tool. You know, some of them just treat it like use us up and just throw us away, and like upgrade to like a, you know, a 2.0 or whatnot.
Bro, what it is because men to female nowadays, men to females, we've become expendable because social media has made females like reachable by so many more men. If you think about when we was growing up, like high school and stuff like that, you didn't really know nobody unless they were in your city. You know what I'm saying? If you visited somewhere, like there was nothing to reach somebody outside your city without going to visit there.
Brother,
you didn't just, you know, you just didn't meet anybody random. Bro, you look at social media now, you think about a girl, she's getting hit on, especially if she's beautiful, bro. She's getting hit on by men all over the world.
Yeah.
So her choices are like huge, bro. So she doesn't have to settle for shit. So that makes females understand that they don't have to work through anything. If a dude is not perfect, then they're not going to work with them. They're not going to sit up there and go through the hardships with them. They're not going to fucking do anything because there's a dude that has one more thing extra than him or whatever it may be. So, you know, so it makes it a little bit harder on men nowadays because, like, you know, there's more men than women in the world. You know? Let me
hold up, man. You're throwing in a lot of flavor right now, bro. Listen. You said a lot, right? You said too much. First and foremost, man, you kind of gave away our ages saying, you know, kind of talking about when we were in high school and there was no social media, but that's okay. That's okay.
Right. Bro,
but
doing that, bro, because I know what the truth is.
No, I
feel bad for the millennials, bro. The millennials are growing up, bro, and they don't even like. You ever talk to a girl now, bro, and like when you talk to her, she's all about that life in the DM. But when you meet her in person, she doesn't even know how to hold conversation. She's super shy. She's not what she was when you were talking to her on his social media. She's all vibrant on her Instagram, Snapchat stories and shit. But you meet her in person and she's a closed shell.
Here's the thing, man. Like, one, I mean, I'm still trying to like wrap my head around everything that you said, like in your first tangent. But like, I tell dudes, man, you can't compete with a chick's cell phone. You can't, because on social media, you have billions of people on there who can get at your girl, right? And if she is not in the mind state of like being in a real relationship, and I say in overall cases, like young chicks, they don't really want to like a relationship, because I mean they're in their prime and then they're fucking and sucking and doing all kinds of shit.
Right.
Which more power to them. You could do whatever
they're doing what social media tells them to do, bro. Yeah. Because they have choice.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. Is it social media telling them to do that, or has it always been there and now we can see how females really act, right?
Bro, the thing about this, bro, is I'm glad you said that, bro. This is, people always try to, I'm not going to blame it all on social media, bro, because we've been acting wild since fucking the 80s, the 70s. Everybody was out there doing the most when they were in their teenage years and in their 20s. Everybody was doing the most. It's just more exposed now, bro.
Like you
know what I'm saying?
I remember.
There's always been hoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
There's always been hoes, man.
Yo.
Now that hoes and strippers are like acceptable now. Like, you notice how strippers have the most followers, strippers make the most money. It's not frowned upon now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like being an entrepreneur. Back in the day, when you said you were an entrepreneur, it was kind of like you saying that you were a loser. You're like, oh, you're an entrepreneur. That means you don't have any skill set. You're not educated. That's what entrepreneur meant back then. Now, entrepreneurship is like, yo, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, really? You own your own business? That's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So, social media has definitely made females, down to follow the fad. Like, I blame it on Kim Kardashian, bro. Kim Kardashian started getting all the butt surgery. She started putting all that plastic surgery in her face. And everybody thought she was the most beautiful woman ever because she was the original plastic. I always say she's original plastic, bro. And then that made every other female start saying, yo, if she can do that, I can do that.
But man,
so they start putting all this plastic and stuff in their bodies.
That's true, but like the kid, she could be. I mean, I guess she could be considered like a classic or whatnot. But I mean, there's been she had to get it from somebody, and I guess living in LA, like that shit is prevalent. You know what I mean? But I mean,
well, let's just say she's the first mainstream plastic. Of course,
I got
people been getting it for years, but she was the first one to get live with it, where everybody saw it mainstream.
Yeah, I guess with the boom of social media, I can say that. I can see that. Yeah. No, but
wasn't she the first one with 1 million followers on Instagram? Like Instagram, something happened, bro. I think she was like the first one with like 1 million followers or something. Kim K was, man, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know, man. Who knows, man?
Something like that.
Here's the thing, man.
Like you were saying, bro, it's really just like females are just doing what they've always done. It's just now that they can put it on social media, it's more acceptable. So more females are going to do what they see others doing, or willing to put themselves out there more because it's acceptable now.
Yeah.
But not every female's like that, bro. Like you said with the dating thing, man. It's like if your girl's not ready to date you, then there's going to be issues. So when you look at a female, when you look at a female, bro, like if you're dating, it depends. And bro, there's so many different levels to this, bro. Like there's levels to this shit, bro. Like you can date a female, we all know the scale number, and of course it's inside what matters. But the more it's like social media, it's about what you look like. So if you got a chick that's bad, it's going to be harder for you to date a chick that's super bad than it is to date a chick that's like average. Because a chick that's super bad, every dude every dude that you ever see, every dude that follows them gonna be trying to smash. You know what I'm saying? So
all right.
You gotta think about, your girl fine. You gotta think about where you are in your life. Not only are you trying to talk to her, you got niggas with millions of dollars trying to talk to her. You got professional athletes. You got top-notch bodybuilders trying to talk to her. Every dude that sees her is like, yo, I'm gonna hit that.
Yeah, everybody, listen, man, here's the thing, man. Everybody's going to shoot their shot, especially on social media. You can say and do whatever the fuck you want, and you might not even be that type of dude in real life. You know what I mean? But since social media is there, shit, why don't I just shoot my shot and say the most wildest, landish, ridiculous shit to this chick? Or maybe just, sell her a dream just so I can get in them jeans. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
that's true, bro. Hey. A lot of dudes that do what they gotta do to smash, bro. Because you think about it, I was talking to my chick the other day, bro, and I was telling her that like guys, the finer a chick is, the less a guy is trying to actually be with her.
Yeah.
Right. So if a girl is super fine, a dude don't want to do nothing but smash. He's not looking at her like, oh my god, like, oh, I want to be with her, things like that. Not every dude's trying to do that. Most dudes will look at a fine chick and they're more reluctant to they're more ready to just have sex with her, just hit it, bro. And that's all that they're good for because in their head, that's what they see. So they see a fine chick, they think problems, bro.
No, seriously. Whenever I see a fine chick, especially on social media, I'm just like, God damn, she must be expensive. Not that like she's like selling pussy. She could be selling pussy, but I'm just saying like the maintenance. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Bro.
Especially like.
Bro, but I'm telling you, bro, it really depends on the female, bro. Like I say, like there's a lot of dudes, bro, that don't understand makeup, right?
Yeah.
So you see a girl on social media, bro, she on 10. But you see, and me and you are both. We're in the visual industry, bro. So we're photographers and videographers.
Yeah, so we know that shit.
We see girls before their makeup, and we see them after their makeup. And let's be honest, bro. Most girls without makeup don't even look like the same person.
No, and that fucking.
If you see a girl, let's say you meet a girl somewhere, she's always on. Even girls that go to the gym. Girls go to the gym, they put makeup on, right?
Yeah.
And they're on. When they're in makeup, their personality is completely different. They're the shit, right?
Yeah.
But you ever see a girl a fine girl without makeup at the grocery store or something?
She got a
hoodie on. She's insecure. She got sunglasses on.
A majority of them always look like they're surprised because they don't got no eyebrows. You know, like I'm just like, hey, whoa.
Or their faces just look plain, bro, because they put so much Botox and stuff in their face, bro. Like, you don't even know what they, like, are you surprised right now? Are you happy? Are you sad? Like, what are your emotions right now? You know, like, let me know what's going on. Bro, it's just crazy, man. But social media has changed the face of dating because it changes faces, bro. And I truly do mean that, bro. Like, women are... just relationships in themselves, bro. And I'm not just going to blame it all on women, bro. It's dudes, too. You think about, there's a lot of fine girls, bro. There's a lot of women. Let's just not say fine girls. There's a lot of women on social media. And it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game, bro. So if you shooting...
Oh, continue, my bad.
Yeah, no, you good. It's a numbers game. So if you shooting your shot and you shooting out DMs, somebody's going to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, and let's just be honest, as a man, the more in shape you are, the more that you have going on, the more that you're showing that you're like a down-to-earth type of dude, the more that you're going to be getting from, or the more that you're going to be getting from, or the more response you'll get from females.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, bro, like, go ahead.
Here's the thing, man. I'm glad that you mentioned that because that whole aspect of looking good, and you might even show that you got charisma, got money, and got a lot of things going for you. That primitively speaks to females because it's like, oh shit, this dude got like resources, which equals like, you know, protection, shelter, and shit. You know what I mean? That's really attractive. Right. You know, and I always tell this joke, like, listen, when like you don't want to work out, you don't want to be in shape or anything like that, but you still want chicks to like you, you still want to get laid, there's one thing that you can do, you can always do, and that's have money. Because that's...
You got money, you're winning, bro.
Yeah.
Money will get you the finest chick, and you can be the sloppiest thing.
Yeah. Look at, like, the people in Dubai. They fly Instagram chicks out and smash and dash, fucking put hummus all. They just do all kinds of shit, right? And then send them back on, and send them back home, you know, to Florida or Atlanta or wherever the fuck they from. And that's it. And these dudes will be out of shape or whatnot, but they got money. You know what I mean? So,
bro.
Like I tell dudes, man, if you dudes, this is what I say. Focus on yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, you're going to build up these resources. And when I say focus on yourself, that means build like your mind, body, and soul. You know what I mean? Like have that presentation.
Exactly,
when you look good, you're going to attract people. Then whenever you have money, you're going to attract people. And you're going to be more, you're going to just be more mentally stable. You know what I mean? So if you want to go that route of dating, then you can. You're going to be like the top of the line because even though there's a lot of dudes shooting their shot, right? And even though that like chicks, since, you know, they hit, you know, puberty, they have, you know, people, you know, throwing dicks at them and shit. You know what I mean? They have options. Right. They have the options to choose, right? Even though that's going on, if you have like your mind, body, and soul right, and you focus on yourself and you focus on the goal and you're driven, then that's going to attract the females, right? But then you have to ask yourself, this, like, is it even worth like getting in a relationship with some of these chicks and wasting your time? Because time is the most valuable thing that you have on this planet, and you don't want to waste it with somebody that's just going to take advantage and fucking maybe sabotage what you got going on. You know, because I see a lot of relationships where a dude is like a bodybuilder, right? Fucking yoked. He's popular on Instagram. He gets with a chick. The chick, you know, she does this whole chameleon thing where she's supposedly like a gym rat. She might just be naturally thin or naturally fit, right? But then she'll get mad at him for always being in the gym. But it's like you got with him because he looked good. Like, what the fuck you want? Shit. You see what I'm saying? So, like, to me, it's just hard to filter around on social media, like who's real or who's not, you know, especially these females.
Yeah.
because you never know. Like, I look at it, I have trust issues. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
But shit, man.
We all do these days.
Yeah, real quick. Social media and relationships. Let's say, like, you are in a relationship. How does it help or does it hurt? You're in a relationship, right, so you can talk about this shit.
Yeah, okay. I'm in a relationship right now, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been trying to, like, social media, bro. Like, I've tried to, bro. I've chased my girl for fucking years, bro. Like, honestly, you know what I'm saying? So I was that dude that shot. I was shooting my shot, bro, and I tried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like we were talking about, when you grow, bro. Like, I went through a growing process, bro. I was single for 3 years, and I worked on myself. I worked on my business. And then, you know, when I got those things going on, I started working on my, you know, my relationship with God. I started working on my mental, and then I started working on my physical, bro. And then everything started to come together. And then when you're actually doing that, bro, females start to notice that, especially if they start following you from the get-go when you were starting out.
Yeah.
Then they start to see you change. They start to see you grow. Females actually start to take, you know what I'm saying, notice to that, bro. And that's actually a super positive thing, because I think more females would be more willing to get with a guy who's coming up that hasn't quite made it yet. Like, he's almost there, and then they get in with them, and then they help him complete his mission. You know, and then I think that a lot of females are actually doing that. It's like, not everybody's stupid, bro. Male or females, bro. Like, everybody's starting to wake up a little bit now. Social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, Snapchat, all that stuff is starting to make it circle, bro. And being in a relationship on social media, bro, it's like y'all all have to come up with, you know, to get on the same page, bro. So you got to get on this, like, definitions. Let's start with definitions. So if you're talking to somebody and the definition is the main definition everybody needs to be familiar with the person that they're dating, is the word dating. What does that mean to you? Is dating mean y'all just fucking, or like is dating mean like we're friends and you ain't allowed to have no more friends? Like, we're fucking. We're working to get better. We're working to being a boyfriend and girlfriend and shit like that. Or y'all just smashing and y'all can just do whatever y'all want to. Because some people have a different definition of dating, bro.
That's true.
You have to be. It's true. So you have to be smart about that, because that's how people get you, bro. Because you'll be thinking one thing, and then the other person got you on words.
Yeah.
So when something happens, and then you get caught up in the whole thing, and you find out shit, it's gonna be like, yo, damn, like, I thought we were here. But no, you really weren't, because this person had another definition of what y'all were doing. So y'all weren't on the same page, and then at that point, you can't even be mad at them because you didn't get the correct communication going on.
That's that communication barrier, right? And that's a good point, because one, like, everything is subjective, man. Like, the scale, like rating girls, everybody has like a different scale. You know what I mean? And just and just like the definitions of like dating and shit like that, people have like that different, you know, definition. You know what I mean? So
exactly,
it's those, and I tell people, like, I tell dudes, like, if you want to get into a relationship and be serious about it, you're gonna have to have hard conversations with your significant other, and you just shine the light on just an example of that, which is understanding what dating is. Is it mean that I'm just going to be getting in them cheeks here and there? Or, like, are you going to leave your toothbrush over at my house? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and let me ask you this.
Like, you got a pair of socks over here, too? Like, what's up?
Shit.
You know, so...
Let me ask you this real quick. And you might have to answer this hypothetically, because I don't even want to, you know what I mean? You know.
Right.
But, when you're in a relationship, right, and you're with your significant other, like, do you fucking lose all the chicks? Like, do you cut all the chicks off that you were either hollering at or that you fucked or exes or whatnot? Or do you just leave them at bay and just, you know, continue on with your relationship? Because I'm gonna speak for myself. The relationships that I was in, one relationship, I did cut off everybody. Like, my whole stable was done, and when that relationship hit the fan, I had to start over from day one, right? And then another relationship I can talk to you about, I did the total opposite. Like, I didn't cut them off, but I told them to respect the relationship that I was in, and I think that fucking turned them chicks on, because once that relationship hit the fan, like I was, I was back. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. I bounced back faster. So, like, what do you think about that? Should a dude like cut off everybody, or just tell the chicks like, hey, just respect my boundaries or whatnot?
Bro, you know what? To be honest with you, bro, I think the man, when he gets in a relationship with a woman, he should look at what she's doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you get in a relationship with a girl and she's still talking to all her people on Instagram, she still got all her little friends and shit, don't cut off everything for her, bro. Like, that's the dumbest thing to do. Because when you cut off everybody for your girl and she hasn't done the same thing for you, you end up looking like a fool at the end, bro.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting there looking at everything that she's doing, but then she has nothing. Like, you're not giving her anything to worry about, bro. You've already cleared her mind, bro. Like, she has nothing else to worry about because you've already cleared your table, right? So the worst thing to do is do something that the other person is not doing. Because when you get with somebody, bro, if they haven't cleared their table and they're still friends with people they shouldn't be friends with, whether it be exes or whatever, you never know what they're doing, bro. So you never know. So you have to definitely watch yourself, bro. You have to ask questions, bro. That's the main thing. You have to be super specific when it comes to females, bro. Like, you have to be dead specific, bro. I'm talking about to the letter, my nigga. So, like, if you're not specific, they're going to get around this shit, bro. And they're going to fucking get over on you. So, you have to make sure that you pay attention and you listen and you fucking ask questions. So, when you get with somebody, I believe everybody should. Like, there should never, if you've been with an ex, right, and you break up with your ex, there's certain things that just shouldn't be happening, right? There shouldn't be any pictures of you and your ex on your shit. There shouldn't be any communication between you and your exes. Like, anything like that is a no-go, bro. Because, number one, they're an ex for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, a lot of people get over on that. They're like, oh, I'm going to be friends with my ex. There's no such thing as that, bro. There's no such thing as being friends with an ex or anything like that.
So tell me this, like, if your girl asks you, like, about, like, your ex, and if you're still talking to him, and if she asks you, show me everybody that you mess around with on your Instagram or whatever, like, are you going to do that? And are you going to present that question vice versa? Like, are you going to ask her, like, do you want to know, like, all the dudes that she's been with, like...
Nah, bro, that's fire. You don't want to do that, bro. That's like jumping into a volcano of mental fuckness, bro. You don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to know anybody my girl smashed unless it's one of my homeboys or something. Like, if my dude smashed, I'm not trying to do nothing with her, right? You know what I'm saying? But the last thing you want to do, bro, mentally is, like, if you can help it, you never want to get into a person's past. Like, if she was like a super hoe, she should feel that she needs to tell you that, yo, I slept with a lot of guys. Like, pretty much everywhere that we go in this city, people are going to probably hit it. I used to go out all the time. I used to do this. That's something a female should tell a dude, right? And just like a dude should tell his girl, hey, I just want you to know, like, I've dated a lot. I've been out a lot, and that comes around with the definition of dating. Some people think dating somebody is just smashing. So, that's where the definition comes on. Like, somebody's like, oh, I just dated them. Like, okay, so how serious was it?
Yo, hold on real quick. I think when a dude tells a chick that he dated a lot, I think that actually turns other chicks on for some reason, because it's like, like, he's wanted, like, chicks, like, he's getting all these chicks and everything, so it's almost like a prize catch for them to be with dudes who have been fucking in these streets, really. That's how I see it.
Bro, it depends on the caliber of female that you with, bro. Like, females are so different, man. Like,
are you saying that I'm only talking to whores? Is that what you're saying, bro?
Man, you know what, yo? I'm just thinking that you like the freaks, bro. I'm just saying that from personal experience knowing you. I just think you like the freaks, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to pour pre-workout and protein powder all over her body, bro.
Yeah,
and
shit.
Out in the kitchen, bro. Like,
yo, don't put me out there like that, brother. Yeah.
Oh man, I was just saying, bro. But honestly, bro, it really depends on the type of female that you're dating, bro. And like, you need to know, like, a woman's goals, bro, and what she wants to do. Because some females, bro, like, they're just not ready, bro. Like, they want to be out there in the streets and And then like a lot of females are like, if a female dating a dude and she's still putting up, like if you're dating a girl and she's putting up pictures of her half naked all the time, and it looks like she a porn star, and that's everybody's girl, bro. Like she's never yours. Like if
she part of the game.
If your girl put up a bunch of pictures of her ass all the time, and it's one of those things. It's like you're not getting supported by these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all these dudes are perverts.
Exactly.
They're not supporting your dreams. You don't have any talent. You're just putting your ass out there.
Chick, like you don't have fans. You just are followed by perverts. Like, come on now, let's be serious.
You don't have. They're not fans. They're just perverts. They're like, when they like your ass picture, they're not saying, I like your hard work in the gym. They're saying, I like that shit. Show me more.
Yeah, let me see them cheeks.
Nothing that you like. When a dude, like, most of the time, bro, and I hate to say this, but when a dude likes a girl's fitness picture or her ass shot, he don't care about nothing else that her life consists of, bro. He don't care if she's starting a business. He don't care if she's saving homeless kids. He don't care if she's, like, taking in fucking straight puppies, bro. It don't matter, bro. All dudes care about is, your ass is fat, your titties are big, you're fucking beautiful, and I would smash if I had the chance.
Yep,
that's
smash
all
and
that
grab.
Matters.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Tell me this.
Females get it mistaken when they think they're like, I got a lot of followers, these are my fans. Like, no, they're just dudes that are fucking perverts, and they want to smash you at any chance that they get, show more ass, and stop talking about other shit.
And
that's almost Tuesday.
Oh, my bad. Yo, and like I tell people in general, man, just watch out for people who get validation off of social media, and it's easy to find people who need acceptance on social media, need those likes. You know what I mean? Those are the worst people to get in a relationship with, because just to kind of revert. You can never satisfy a female that needs people to accept her on social media, bro. Because once
females like that, you as a man can never do enough. You can never give her enough attention for her to be satisfied. Because she always needs a bunch of eyes on her.
Yeah,
bro.
Because here's the thing, like with chicks like that, and I always say this, man. Chicks like that, you get in an argument. Let's say you dating her, right? You getting in an argument, man. By the way, man, this aminos that I'm drinking on is almost done, so it's almost gym time. But let's say you date, and it tastes so fucking good. So let's say you dating this chick, right, who gets validation off of social media, right? And you get in an argument with her, like, the couple's argument, and you leave, like you just leave, maybe for a day or two, right? A chick like that is more liable to fucking go into her DM, send somebody over, and you fucking walk in on her getting, cream pied by some dude that you don't even know, some light skinned nigga from like California or some shit. You know what I mean? So like that's why I say, man, stay away from people who get validations from social media, because they're just gonna use you as a fucking tool. And once you get in an argument, that's gonna let them know, like, hey, come through, and she gonna be fucking with somebody else, right? So let me ask you one more question before we leave, right? And this is something that I've been kind of pondering. Does a female's mind or standards change throughout like different ages? You know what I mean? Like, a chick's prime is like, 18 to 26, and then from 27 to like 32, and then so on and so on until like they hit menopause or whatnot, right? So this is what I kind of understand. This is how I kind of look at it, and this is kind of before social media. When I was in high school and shit, like the high school senior chicks and stuff started going out with like college dudes and shit like that, right? But then whenever I got a little bit older and I was in college, like the chicks younger than me was trying to get after me, right? So I feel that like chicks always, in their prime, they always want to date up to like the dudes that actually have more resources than the dudes that are their age, right? But when a chick hits a certain age, then she wants to get in a relationship and all that after she has fun, right? So I kind of look at it like, but then older dudes fucking realize that, and they want to date the younger girls because they haven't been ran through as much. You know what I mean? It's like almost a fucking cycle. Bro. it's a cycle that's been happening since Adam and Eve, right? So, like, do you agree with that kind of?
Don't nobody want nobody that's been through everybody, bro.
True.
Nobody wants. But bro, but to answer your question, bro, the reason that I think that females date older guys is because women mature faster than men, bro. So a woman that's in her from 24 to 26, bro, she's gonna want to date a dude in her 30s because mentally they're about even then. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally they're both like on the same playing field. You know, a lot of girls don't like to date dudes on their at their age because just like girls in their 20s are getting out there having fun and shit, most of them, the dudes are trying to do the same thing. They're not really trying to settle down. They're trying to run through this. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to smash as many females as they can. So they're not trying to get with the females that the older dudes are trying to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm doing this in my life. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to, you want to come with me? You want to do this with me? And then, like, that's how it goes, bro. So most men date females that are younger than them, especially, like, dudes that are woke, bro. Like, if you're one of those dudes and you're woke, man, and you don't fall for the silly shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to deal with the whole, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, most dudes don't want to get married right off the bat, or, you know, most dudes want a female that's going to help them and push them and not give them hell all the time and, like, be on some bullshit. So,
yeah.
It really all depends on the girl, bro, and it depends on the dude as well, man. So that's what it really comes about. You got to find somebody that matches your hustle, bro. You got to find somebody on the same wavelength, because when you find somebody that matches your hustle, and somebody that thinks like you, bro, then everything else just falls into place, man. So, you know, it really these days, bro, everybody needs to get off the whole looks thing, bro, and what people have, because one thing that money can't buy is love, bro, and it can't buy trust, and it can't buy any of that stuff. If you get with somebody, bro, and you have that bond with them, bro, money's gonna come, because money comes and goes. Anybody can make money, and everybody can't find love, bro, and that's where our society's at right now, bro, and nobody trusts anybody, dog. Yeah. Everybody's just in it for the short term, for the fun, and then they just move on to the next person. They just swipe left or right. Yeah. And that's just how it goes. And they just answer a DM or they send a DM and they go on to the next person, bro. Nobody's trying to work through anything. Nobody wants the hard shit. Everybody wants to have fun, and then when it starts getting serious or they start having some issues, they let it go. And that's the sad part, bro. I feel bad for these kids growing up, these millennials, bro, because they'll never know what it's like to work through something, bro, because you always got a backup plan, bro.
Yeah, no, that's true. And, like, people want to be there for the champagne showers, but not everybody can stand the rain, you know what I mean? So,
exactly. Exactly. If you got somebody, bro, that'll stay with you through anything, bro, and will be there when everything's to shit and everything's hard, and you got to eat fucking ramen noodles and fucking, oatmeal and shit. You don't even got you got to eat oatmeal. You got to cook it with water, bro. You ain't even got almond milk. Yeah. You ain't got no almond milk with it.
Well, shit, that's how I drink my oatmeal. That's how
somebody to do it with.
That's how I eat my oatmeal now, man. I'm just, can't teach an old dog new tricks, man. I've been struggling my whole life, but no, I feel you on that. And just me personally, man, shit, this is just me, and I guess I'm just not like everybody else, but. Like, I do better alone. Like, I do better. Like, I achieve more whenever I'm alone, because whenever I'm in a relationship, I feel like it's holding me back. Have I not met the right chick yet? I don't know, but it just I could do without just extra stress, man.
My own opinion, bro, is I'm a loner, bro. I've been alone my whole life, bro. No family, no nothing. And I knew, and I fucked up because I thought that I needed somebody, and it wasn't until I was actually alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in a relationship from when I was like fucking 18 years old till I was 27 years old, bro. I was in relationships. Never had time to be by myself until this past 3-4 years. Yeah. But bro, I'm telling you, bro, when you actually find what you want to do, bro, and you stop focusing on the females and you just do your thing, bro, the right female gonna come along, bro, because you're putting out that energy, and that energy is gonna attract the person that's supposed to be with you, bro. Like, real talk, though. So it's like, you're not bad, bro. It's not that you feel like what you feeling is wrong.
I know it's not wrong.
It's just what you feel.
Yeah, I know it's not wrong. It's just I just I look into relationships deeper and just I always do pros and cons. And right now, Like, just how everything is set up for me, how I look at it, it's just not even worth it to even try to be in a relationship. But that's just me. You know what I mean? That's just me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Some people are nomadic, you know. So if you out there and you feel like, and you know the difference between being alone and being lonely, yo, it's okay, because your boy over here is doing a lot of shit and I'm solo dolo, you know. And I'm not saying like I'm doing everything alone, but I do have like a strong supporting cast. But like my love life, yo, it's obsolete. You know what I mean? My DMs are dry. I'm not in other chicks' DMs. I'm really focused on myself, and that's good. That and with this conversation with me and Jarvis, you have one person who is solo dolo, don't mind being in a relationship or not, and is not in a relationship, and then you have Jarvis, who's the same way, but he is in a relationship. So now you kind of see both sides of it. So it's okay to be in a relationship. Right. It's okay not to be in a relationship. But one thing that we both have in common is that we took time to focus on ourselves. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
right. Most important, bro.
Yeah, we're about to close it out. We doubled our time. This is over 40 minutes, but it's all good, man. We had a good conversation, right? So hopefully this conversation, this banter is gonna. Yeah, hopefully this banter is going to help people out, you know. But this is your time to, you know, throw out links or throw out whatever you want to do before I close up the show. So here you go. The stage is yours.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, thanks everybody for tuning in, man. Follow me on Instagram at _FitCEO. Check out my website for my photography video at jmensonphotography.format.com. You know, check me out on Facebook. At Jarvis Minton. You can just look up Jarvis Minton on Facebook. You can find both of my professional page and my personal page, man. Y'all need anything, holler at me, bro. And if you have any questions, man, you know, I'm a single father. I do my thing. So if you have any questions on being a father or anything like that, man, if you're having kids, whatnot, I get it all the time. I'm down to talk to you. So, man, y'all be easy. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, and I'll throw your links down whenever I upload this to YouTube and everything. You know what I mean?
All right, bet.
So with that said, guys, I am your host, Baba Tuesday. This is another episode of Talk is Cheap. I just started a Instagram page, Talk is Cheap FM. So you can hit that up. I'm gonna start doing. I'll have like an email and also a website coming soon. So with that said, man. Sometimes you have to teach people how to treat you. Sometimes you have to reteach people how to treat you. All right? So, there we go. We out. Peace.